Are you guys looking for a neighborhood that's in South Edmond, just north of Oklahoma City, with quick access to everything? And I'm talking about access to the hospitals, access to the colleges, access to Guthrie, to Oklahoma City, to Stillwater, to Tulsa. If you want to go to Tulsa, and it's gated with ginormous lots, like huge lots. In this video, we're going to tell you guys about Fountain Gate, aka
Lake Highlands.
Lake Highlands. Why the hell's it got two names?
I don't know. You know, the outside of the neighborhood, when you drive in, it says Fountain Gate. It doesn't say Lake Highlands, but some of them do say Lake Highlands. So maybe have to do with the developer for some reason. I don't know. Definitely gonna have to investigate that a little bit. Because,
but in this video,
yeah,
that's what we're gonna be going over.
Yeah. Yes, we will. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe so you stay up on our relocating, moving within, vlogs on properties, neighborhoods, tours of the properties we have listed, other homes. Take a look at us.
And guys, don't forget, Robert and I, we're absolutely here to earn your business when it comes to relocating to, moving within the Oklahoma City and the Oklahoma City metro area. You've got to give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email so the group of agents that Robert and I work with can help you with all your real estate needs. Now, let's get in today's video. Fountain Gate, aka
Lake Highlands.
Lake Highlands, thank you. I was missing it again.
I've always called it Fountain Gate as well. Just recently found out it's apparently also Lake Highlands, and so it's throwing us off just a touch. It is what it is, right?
Yeah, and this neighborhood, Robert, it's an amazing location. What all is it by?
So this one is right off of I-35 on the service road on the east side of the highway between 15th and 33rd. So really great location. You pull in, like you said, very large lots. So you have, you know, anywhere from 1 acre lots on the small end to close to 2 acres on the large end. Very heavily wooded lots too. Yeah. This is the great thing. You know, you get some of them that, you know, you got larger lots, but there's only a handful of trees. You're not really seeing a whole lot. You know, it's large lots, but it's plain. This one is not. This one is very heavily wooded, front yards and backyards, both. So you pull up and you're going to see the beautiful homes, but you're going to see many trees in the front yard, many trees in the backyard on most of the property. Some of them may have a few less, but most of them have a lot of trees. But
you've got to be in the neighborhood to know it, right?
Yes.
Because when you drive down that service road, you don't even know there's a neighborhood there.
No, well, because
you don't even see the gate because the gate's so far set back.
Yeah, if you're not paying attention, you'll drive by it right away. I've done it many a times. So,
Until Robert told me about the neighborhood, I didn't know it was there, and I've lived in Edmond for 10 years.
Yeah, it's a great location. You'll love it. It's so close to so many things, right? You've got Life Churches right up the street. Across the street, you have that new on-queue that got put in with the car wash, which is really cool. You can pay one-time like a monthly fee and wash your vehicle once a day, right? Vacuum, wash once a day. It's awesome. You've got Walmart right there, Sam's right next to it. You've got Buffalo Wild Wings, you got Steve's Ribs, you've got Chick-fil-A, Taco Bell, not Mickey D's, Brahms, Whataburger. You got a lot of, there's an Asian fusion place back there. They've got a lot of really cool, there's a dispensary back there. If that's something you're looking for, they got a lot of really cool things back there. So it's a cool little shopping, and that's literally across the street. Oh, and they're actually putting in a new sidecar, a new hatch.
Hatch.
That's all going in right next to Buffalo Wild Wings. So that's going to be right across the street.
Wow.
So that's going to be awesome, right? Great. So very excited about that.
And jobs-wise, like all the major hospitals in Oklahoma are having a competition. Right there.
Yes, on that highway there are
building.
I want to say there's about four of them within about a 3-mile radius.
And the Mercy has a premier premier workout gym thingy in it with a full-size pool.
Yeah. You can get a gym membership there actually.
Huge.
You can. Yeah, I know some people who do have memberships at Mercy to work out there. So yeah, it's really cool. It's a really great location. And like we said, because you're right off the highway, you can get to Guthrie real quick, heading north, going to Kansas maybe, or you know, if you're heading to Yukon or going to Oklahoma City, I mean, you are on the highway within just minutes. So it's great, and you can get to so many other locations around, not just Edmond, but Oklahoma City, all the surrounding areas. So it's not, I mean, because it's so far south in Edmond, being between 15th and 33rd, you're within minutes of getting to the turnpike.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So just south of Memorial, you hit the turnpike, and there you go.
You could be to Will Rogers. You could be to Tulsa.
Mhm.
You could take the turnpike, like you said, to Choctaw nowadays.
Yep, there's a lot of really cool things. And then, of course, if you go north, and I know we've talked about it in other videos, but you go north and you're only a few miles away from Covell, where they have the Showbiz,
Yeah.
the Starbucks, you know, all that stuff. So you got all that. That's also just a few miles north if you want to go there. You know, you're on 2nd Street. You're just south of 15th. So you go up 1 mile to 2nd Street in Edmond, and you head east, and you're going towards Arcadia. Chicken Shack, which got relocated from Luther to Arcadia now. It's right across from the Red Barn, which is a really cool area. If you haven't checked that out,
That used to be an old biker hangout.
Yeah, the new location is really cool. There's a couple cool things to do there. You used to have the Pops place there with all the cool soda pops and things like that, and they got food, it's a restaurant, and gas station. So a really cool staple. A lot of people pull up there and take a picture of the big soda pop outside of the place, and at night it lights up. So that's cool. This is it's a cool area, and you can get there within minutes because you are literally right down the street from 2nd Street. So.
And the going back to the neighborhood and the large lots that Robert was talking about, and the wooded lots, those are those trees that make the acorns. Is that what a lot of those trees are?
Is it pecans or walnuts? I think it's pecans. There's a pecan tree farm out there in Luther that
Well,
used to be next to the old Chicken Shack.
Well, I was talking about the trees in the neighborhood, and the reason I was saying acorn is because of all the deer
no. There's
and
a lot of black oak.
Black
a lot
oak.
of black oak trees.
Okay. Black
But
oak.
there are, because it is so heavily wooded, and a lot of that is also, you gotta look at the homes that back up towards the highway, towards the service road. There is a large section that is just wooded, that is not property owned by any of the homes in there. So it's gonna always stay wooded. It's there. And
Well, it could be a
drown
future
out the
hospital.
sound.
It could be a future hospital.
Not
The
that
way
much
these
land.
guys are fighting.
Nobody would want that. But because of that, you got this heavily wooded area back there, and there are so many deer back there, bucks as well. There was one time I was in a neighborhood, and this is a true story, pulling into the neighborhood, and there was one buck walking down the street, and I want to say there were 40 deer following him.
No, thank you. That is way too many problems.
It's foe, right? Fawn,
Does,
right? So
does.
does, and the
That's way
small
too
ones
many
are fawns,
wives.
right?
Yeah, those
Yeah,
speckled
there
ones.
was.
He had babies with their moms.
And well, I don't know if they were all his or not, but he was the only one with the.
They were his babies.
Oh man, he was walking down, and they were all. I literally had to stop in the middle of the street and wait for them to pass, because there were so many coming. And that's only happened one time. I've been in the neighborhood many a times, and you don't typically see them in this big of a group. But at this one time, I happened to walk in. It was. I wish I could have pulled out my phone or something. I was just so much awe. I just sat there and watched it. So it was really cool.
And this neighborhood is located just east of Arcadia Lake too.
Oh yeah.
So you can literally go to Spring Creek.
Yes, if you go up to 15th, right outside the neighborhood, and you head back east, you go into Arcadia.
Yeah, you have the disc
run
golf.
into but you run into the Lake
the
Arcadia.
The Lake Arcadia.
Yeah. If you just want to go park there and go fishing, you can go there off the dock off of 15th. There's a fishing dock over there. If you have a boat, you can pull it in there. I mean, so you don't have to go all the way around a second. You can just go straight down there, and there you go. You're right next to Arcadia. So it's a great location. I mean, they're, like I said, fabulous location, especially with the heavily wooded large lots. I'm telling you, there's just
1 to 2 acres.
And a lot of the homes do have pools in the neighborhood because they are large enough, and there are no, pools or parks in the neighborhood. It's also, a lot of them have put in their own pools.
Well, there's only about 69 to 70 houses, right?
Yeah. I want to say 69 to 70.
It's
If
not
I
a
want to be
big
safe, I'll say
HOA.
65 to 70. So yeah, it's not. I mean, you're mainly looking at gated entry and maintenance, but they do have maintenance because it's a beautiful entrance. You got a nice stone entrance coming in.
Fountain.
There's a fountain on it. Nice large gates and a lot of area, because it does, even though it is right off the service road, it is set back far enough. There's a lot of area that needs to be manicured and taken care of. So it is taking care of that. And then there's, of course, a few common areas. There's another entrance off of 33rd that you can get into as well to come into the neighborhood. So it's a great location. It's just, it's a beautiful, beautiful neighborhood. So if you're looking for a large lot neighborhood, great location, heavily wooded, and you are now the square footage you're looking at, typically most of these are going to be 3,000 and above. Honestly, I want to say 35 and above. Some of them get to 5,500, 6,000. You know, so they're larger homes as well. But I mean, you're sitting on a lot. You still have plenty of room because most of them, of course, are 2-story. So beautiful, beautiful. I mean, location, everything about the neighborhood. You got to drive through it to see it. But because there are only 65 to 70 homes in the neighborhood total,
they're $1 million homes.
Yeah,
they're $1 million homes.
You're looking, on the low end, you're probably looking 750-ish.
Yeah.
So yeah, probably up to 1.3, somewhere around in there. So
they're still attainable for the.
Oh, very much so.
For
very
the
much
executives that want to buy.
If you can get there when one opens up, that's the biggest thing.
Well, and that's another reason you want to give Robert and I a call, because Robert knows the neighborhood. Robert's in the neighborhood once a month at minimum. He knows the neighbors. He knows something when something's going to happen in that neighborhood.
Correct. And to be honest with you, we're talking about this neighborhood. It's a beautiful neighborhood. We want to talk to you about it because of all what it does have for the neighborhood that it is. But if there's nothing available in there, but you like what you're hearing about it and you like the video that we show you of the neighborhood, we can find you other neighborhoods that are similar too. This is not the only neighborhood. This is just one we're talking about today.
And we can reach out to the neighbors and see if they're thinking about
there's
moving.
there's always a chance somebody's going to come up on the market and be ready to sell, right? So yes, I would gladly take you through and let you see the neighborhood if we can find a property that's ready and available for you.
Guys, we really hope you enjoyed today's video called Fountain Gate, aka
Lake Highlands.
Lake Highlands. All right. Guys, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. We want to earn your business when you relocate to, move within the Oklahoma City metro area.
Again, as always, thank you guys for watching. Have a great day.
What is it called?
That's a good question.
Fountain Gate, Cedar Lakes.
Lake Highlands. Okay, start
Fountain Gate, aka over Fountain Gate, aka Highland Park. Highland.
Yes.
Hold on, we gotta look up the name.
Highland. No, it's Highland.
Chisholm Creek.
No, it's Highland.
I've never
Lake
heard
Highlands.
this other
Lake
name.
Highlands.
Lake Highlands.
Lake
Lake
Highlands.
Highlands. Never heard this other name before.
Okay, you can edit this or keep it. Go back through before you post this. Make sure we said Lake Highlands and not
Lake Highlands.
not Highland Lakes.
Here, let's say Lake Highlands right now for the edit. It's